Title of this video is Cutting Everybody Off Permanently. If you're like me, who grew up in a toxic family, I no longer live with them, but you should have cut them off as soon as you possibly can. Okay, cut them off permanently. That's what I would do. If I was gonna do it over again, as early as I possibly can. I'm not gonna change the fact that I joined the military at a young age. Okay, so I'm really glad I joined the military so I could actually cut these motherfuckers off, man. And I'm talking about no contact, as the psychologists would say, as the counselors would say. No contact is no contact. It means you're never gonna fucking talk to these motherfuckers anymore, man. You will re-injure yourself emotionally if you come in contact with these demons again. They will remind you of your past. Okay, the tone of their voice, the way they look, the way they treat you, the way they smell, the way they even look at you. Okay, it's the vibe, it's the fucking energy. Once you cut these motherfuckers off your life, then you are free. Okay, that is real freedom. Because the only way that they can enslave you here in this modern society is if you're believing them. Okay, if you are believing somebody, if you're following a personality, if you're following the media, the media, then you are a slave. You're a mind slave. And what did I tell you about mind slavery? Mind slavery is way worse than physical slavery. It's way worse than what the African Americans experience in America, because now, if you're a mind slave, you voluntarily enslave yourself. You see what I'm saying? It's you going to work in your 9-to-5 simp job, you worshipping the white it man, okay? You worshipping the Caucasoids, you worshipping the dollar, you worshipping women, you worshipping children. You are a cannon fodder, okay? The cannon fodder, you are the freaking bait. You are the ultimate simp of the motherfucking simp. You are worse. You're worse than a fucking fish bait or some shit, You voluntarily, you're like one of those suicidal people and shit. You're like one of those, people who need to call 1-800-SUICIDE or some shit, You might as well just freaking end your life yourself, You know what I'm saying? It's, if you're gonna do the fucking mind slavery shit, if you're gonna be one of these NPCs, you might as well cut everything off, Freaking end your life or some shit. And you're a shame to humanity if you did that shit too, So the solution is the same. Is the same fucking thing. I'm not changing my position, okay? It is still to internalize and cut off these stupid motherfuckers. It doesn't matter how much money they give you, they fucking bribe you with. It doesn't matter how much food they give you. It doesn't matter how much, quote unquote freedom they offer you. When it's not really actually freedom, it's just bullshit. Okay. Oh, if you do this job well, you're gonna get a 2-week vacation every year. Motherfucker, a fucking nurse in fucking London or some shit will get like fucking 3 months of vacation, a paid vacation, and you're out here slaving away in your 9-to-5 simp job in America. You barely get any fucking vacation here, and they'll even fucking act all mad at you and be like, oh, why don't you just take a week vacation? Because the other week that's on top of that is actually sick vacation. You can't really take that shit. SpongeBob. That's what they fucking do, man. You see what I'm saying? It's why not work on yourself while you're young? Why not give it all you got? Okay, whether you're starting self-employment kind of thing. Okay, if you're a skilled individual, if you're a doctor, if you're a nurse, if you're a mechanic, you need to start going on that direction because this economy is toppling and shit, man. It's hyper competition, hyper inflation. Okay, everything is being hyped up, and you're out here freaking, still stuck in the traditional way of doing about things like, oh, I got my degree. Oh, your shit is gonna get obsolete because AI is coming. It's already here. AI is already here. They're just holding back. They're just freaking slowing shit down on purpose, using monetization. Have you heard of that monetization? The word monetization on YouTube. Like how movies are free before, right? And now you gotta buy them. You gotta buy them now in YouTube. So it slows you down before you can even watch a movie, the movie that you like. So you see what I'm saying? It's monetization serves to slow shit down. It serves to fucking make you stagnant or, make you stuck somewhere if you don't have the money. You see what I'm saying? So that'll be the solution. Like, if you're a skilled individual, okay, if you have a degree or you have a certificate and you have a little bit of experience on top of that, start thinking about writing a really good resume or writing a really good description of your skill set, okay, and demonstrating your skills through videos or something. You got YouTube right here, okay? You can market yourself in YouTube too. Make a new channel or some shit or other platforms, okay? And then the other route is you're gonna go straight to the business side and learn about selling, learn about this whole economy and how to leverage yourself up above the competition, okay? And you're gonna be the producer. And those two, the self-employed individual and the entrepreneur, are two of the players that you can become in the producer side of the equation, okay? So you went from consumer to producer, okay? Now you're cashing in on, you're charging everybody. You see what I'm saying? You have a lot of customers, have a lot of modes of income. Every single person is your mode of income. Notice if you're a mechanic, okay, you're a self-employed mechanic, everybody, la-di-da-di, everybody is your fucking customer and shit. If you cut hair, everybody, la-di-da-di, everybody is your fucking customer. Okay, if you're working on your 9-to-5 simp job, if you're just working in Supercuts as a hairdresser, as a fucking, a barber or some shit, you only have one source of income and a little bit of tips, okay? You don't have any fucking control on it, on your hours. Okay, if you have your own barber practice, as simple as it is to cut hair, if you're a cook, as simple as it is to cook something, even just regular food and shit, is what I'm saying, even just for frying some bullshit, your income source is fucking unlimited because the whole world is your fucking customer. Because now we have online, you can sell shit online. See what I'm saying? You can sell service or you can sell products. So you see what I'm saying? It's your mom, your dad never told you this. Your fucking pastor never told you this. Your college professor never told you this. Okay, I'm telling you this because I want to save you from what is coming and shit. See what I'm saying? It's something is about to happen now, okay? After this coronavirus shit, after they capitalize on this coronavirus shit, that's gonna fucking make you snap out of this shit, man. You're gonna be like, damn, this fucking Ben Travels channel guy is right. He's always been right, and I wonder why I never fucking listened to this guy out here. See what I'm saying? It's, I'm a veteran and I'm fixing to get the hell up out of here, okay? And you're still at the stage of your life where when you're trying to decide, oh, should I stay here or should I, do this? At the end of the day, we're all gonna die anyway. So, if you failed, so what? You see what I'm saying? It's a couple of dollars that you lost, okay, trying to start a business or trying to sell something or trying to do something for yourself. Like, okay, how many people do you know in real life that actually did something for themselves? Okay, something that that's not also that's not selfish. That because that's your goal is to be free. You see what I'm saying? It's your goal is to ultimately retire early. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with trying to retire early. If you're doing things legal, then why is it you know why is it bad to try to retire early? The rich people are doing it that way, so the producers are doing it that way. Okay, so once you have your source of income from the producing side of the equation, whether it's a service or whether it's a product, okay, whether it's insurance, whether it's whatever the hell it is, okay, and then okay, whether it's a consultancy or something like that, and then now you are slowly cutting off the 9 to 5 simp job, your wage slave job, and now you're on the producing side of the equation. Now the world is in your hands, okay? And then you start learning about investing, you start learning about assets, real assets, okay? Rentals and things like that. And another thing you can do also, if you have a car, like a good car, you can rent it out, pay somebody to drive it, okay? And be paying monthly on the car, but also you're gonna rent it to somebody else, who's gonna pay you, who's gonna drive the freaking drive it as a taxi or some shit like that. Because there was a guy before who was trying to do this with me, but I was kind of like distracted back then because I was young back then and I didn't understand what he was saying. But basically, what he was saying was there was like a surplus of soldiers coming back from Iraq before, and this guy had a taxi. He wanted a new taxi, a new taxi cab, and he was gonna split the price of the taxi cab with me, and then he's basically gonna split his earnings with me. He wanted like it's something like he said like 60-40 or something. He says he's gonna take like 40% off and 60% is gonna go with me. It sounds like a good deal, right? But my younger self back then, I didn't really know much about finance and things like that. I'm still learning at that point, and I'm kind of like learning the Kiyosaki thing before, like the Robert Kiyosaki thing, but I wasn't deep into that. So only after the offer ended did I actually not do it and shit. So I was kind of like did a stupid decision back then, and I didn't really invest in him. But he was a trustworthy individual, and he was one of the Vietnam veterans who was actually fed up from the system, and he wanted to do something for himself. So there's something you can do also. It's like you can split the difference and make an agreement with the driver that hey, drive this for me, and I get part of your paycheck. You know what I'm saying? It's like that, or part of your paycheck and your tips. Okay, we split the difference between the price of the taxi cab, between you and me. So you see what I'm saying? It's learn to work in a team. Okay, that's how it starts. That's how real leadership starts. You work in a team. Okay, no matter how small it is, no matter how big it is. Once you learn the real basics of working with somebody, when you bring forth real results from working with somebody, okay, then you can now transfer that skill towards. You can leverage it towards a bigger business or company. Okay, so always try to build up gradually too. Don't try to like get excited and like buy like freaking 5 taxi cabs or something like that, or make 20 apps or something like that. So it's gonna be easier for you if you stay single. Okay, just stay single and focus on yourself even more, because society wants you to focus on somebody else. So focus on women, focus on children, focus on simping, focus on Hollywood. Man, they're like making you manipulating your senses to focus on something else. And as soon as you detect them doing that, cut it off like that. Turn off the TV, turn off everything, just focus on yourself. Always mission first. Remember, always mission first. It's the one thing that I learned in the military that I never forgot, is mission first. Do what you gotta do, and then that's it. Okay, that's it for this video. Peace out.